Guys, in this video I'll be showing you the ultimate trading roadmap. Okay, so if you're someone that wants to learn how to trade today, like what should your journey even be? Okay, what should you even be telling people to teach you? Okay, so that's what we're going to be treating today, like what your roadmap is supposed to be, all the way from beginner to a pro. Okay, so that the journey will be pretty much straightforward for you. So it promises to be a very huge and educative video, so make sure to watch it all the way to the end. As usual, make sure to subscribe before we get back. Let's get started, guys. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Students Enterprises. I'm Dima. In this channel I teach you pretty much about trading, investing, and a lot when it comes to making money online. So this kind of content is what entices you. Make sure to smash the subscribe button and drop a like at the end of this video, because I know you're gonna like it. Okay, so guys, we're trying to get our numbers up here on YouTube. Okay, when you compare the value we're giving out on our YouTube channel and you check our subscriber counts, guys, it's not adding up, guys. So show your boys some love, show this this content industry some love. Okay, help us grow, help us reach out to a lot more other people so that they can also benefit from the videos we put out here. It costs you nothing, so do that, and don't be a sadist. Okay, so let's get started with this video. Okay, now I told you guys I'm going to be teaching you what your ultimate trading roadmap will be like. Now a lot of people are not going to read this video, but until you have actually asked yourself that question, or you have actually made that decision, okay, I want to learn how to trade, and you don't even know where to start from, that's when you're actually going to value a video like this one. Okay, because most times I see a lot of courses on Udemy on how to trade, and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to bash anybody's course, but I'm just trying to talk about what we're our main subject of today, which is the roadmap. You see a lot of courses starting in the middle. Okay, imagine this curriculum that is meant to teach you, let's say, how to be a doctor or how to be an engineer, and you're starting in the middle. Okay, and trust me, I've seen a lot that even start from the end. It sounds funny, but is that crazy? Okay, so now that's why I said, okay, in this video, because these videos I make, they come out from your questions. Okay, I get asked a lot of times, Dima, teach me how to trade. How do I learn how to trade? And people don't even know what their curriculum should be like, which should be the first thing. Okay, what should you even be telling people to teach you in trading? Is a very huge thing. Believe me, it's going to make your journey a lot more easy and straightforward, because you want to conserve as much time as possible. Okay, because this thing is going to take you some time to learn, depending on how fast of a learner you are. Okay, so now I'm going to be giving you that roadmap, so your path will be straight. You just know what you're supposed to learn, and you go ahead and learn it and master it and get started immediately. Okay, so that's what this video is for. I just wanted to put that out of the way. Now let's get started. Now the very first thing, okay, remember, like I said, this is what your roadmap should be like. Okay, so now the very first thing is to identify what you want to trade. Okay, now you might have known, or you might have heard, that the financial market is categorized into couple categories. Okay, like what I have here. We have forex, which is the currency, foreign exchange. We have commodities, okay, your gold, silver, oil, natural gas, blah blah blah. You have your stocks, Amazon, you have your stocks, Amazon, Apple, and all that. You have your indices, the S&P 500, US 500, Nasdaq 100, and all that. Then you have your crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and all the rest. Okay, so these are the major categories of the market. Now, unless you want to be a trader like me that knows how to trade out this market, by the way, it's going to take you it's going to take you a while to learn and even master these things. I'm not trying to discourage you, but it's something you can do. But at least focus on one. Okay, yes, focus on one. So someone like me, I didn't learn everything at the same time. I started with forex, and then I went over to commodities. In fact, my learning curve was pretty much like, okay, I think I knew about crypto before stocks. Stocks was among the last things I learned how to trade, stocks and indices. So it was pretty much forex, commodities, crypto for me. Okay, and now, but I have arranged it this way, for a reason. Okay, now I've arranged it in what I call it the increasing order of volatility. Yeah. So this is going to be the increasing order of volatility but decreasing order of liquidity. So if you want to recognize what I'm talking about, I made a video comparing how to trade a very fast market like stocks and forex. I'm going to leave that video. I explained this whole volatility and liquidity correlation. So you're going to see that card to that video appears on your screen, and the link is also going to be in the show notes. Okay, so now you have forex markets like forex, which have high liquidity. That means a lot of money is inside it, but they move slower than the others. So it keeps going that way, increasing versus decreasing order. So the volatility increases. That means commodities move faster than forex, stocks move faster than, just like that. Crypto moves the fastest, but in decreasing order of liquidity, that means forex has more money than crypto. Okay, because forex is the currencies of the world, and then you have crypto, which is still an emerging technology. So that's pretty much it. Now, why am I telling you this? Because you need to identify the market you want to trade. You need to recognize it. You need to learn about it, like even without going deep into it. Let's try to get a bird's eye view of this market. Okay, do you want a fast market? Do you want to trade a fast market, or do you want to trade a slow market? I know right off the bat, a lot of people say I want to trade a fast market, but calm down. You can consult someone that knows what he's doing, because in my view, I will tell you to consult someone that knows what he's doing, so he can help you make a better decision. Okay, I help my students determine that, okay, based on their performance. Okay, so I look at what your goals are, and I'm going to tell you, okay, I think this is good for you, and this, I don't make the rules, but I'm going to, like I said, give you consultation. Okay, someone like me, I've been focusing more on stocks, trading stocks lately. Okay, because I found out that they have the perfect balance between liquidity and volatility. That's my own opinion. Another trader might say he prefers forex, and that might say he prefers crypto, and that might say indices, and that might say commodities. Okay, all of them. Okay, I trade all of them, but if I'm meant to choose one, like one and one, okay, anytime I want to, like, okay, I just want to be focused on one market, that should be stocks for trading. Okay, quite note in there. So it's good to know the market you want to trade, because they move differently. The way forex instruments move is very different from the way crypto instruments move. You are going to discover that when you become a trader. Okay, very, very important. First thing, what do you want to trade? Now, the second stage is identifying how you want to trade. Okay, there are many ways to go about trading. Remember, trading is short term, more of trading price movements. Okay, so we have various ways to trade. We have the spot trading, we have the CFD, we have the futures, we have the options. Okay, now I'm not going to bore you with the dictionary meaning of these things. You guys know I don't do dictionary meanings. If you want dictionary meanings, you Google, and Google is going to give you dictionary meanings. I'm going to give like a 3-year-old language of what this is. So spot trading means you're buying at the spot. Okay, let's say I'm going to use stock for example. So if you're buying Amazon stock, you buy at let's say $1,000 and sell at $2,000, you make $1,000 gain. Okay, so that's it. So that's spot trading. Okay, there's no string attached, just you buying at a particular price on the spot, and then selling at a higher price. So in this case, money is being made mostly in one direction. Okay, unless you want to do what we call short selling. Okay, but that's a whole lesson for another day. Now we have CFDs, which is typically what you do on your MetaTrader. Okay, on your MetaTrader 4, that involves CFD means contract for difference. Okay, so your profit and loss is going to be calculated with the percentage price moves, as the name implies, contract for difference in price, and then together with your position size, which we calculate in lots. Okay, we call it lot size. Okay, this is usually how I trade. Okay, I told you guys in each of this stage I'm going to be showing you guys who I am. Okay, so this is usually where you find me as a CFD trader, and as far as trading goes. Okay, so as for when I'm trading short term, you're mostly going to see me here. Okay, so now I've told you what CFD means. Now I'm going to give you the recommend for all these platforms. I'm going to give you the recommended platforms. I'm using stocks for example. So for spot trading, you could get a lot of trading, spot trading apps, platform brokerages there. Okay, I don't know, it depends on the country you are currently in. Okay, I'm difficult to lay hands on this, but depending on your country, like people in Nigeria, I'll recommend something like Bamboo or Truth. I'm going to leave the links to all these things down below. Now for CFD trading, I recommend Exness as your CFD broker. So you use you open an account with Exness, and then you trade with them on MT4. Now let's go back to futures. Now futures means is more of trading with leverage. Okay, margin trading as we call it. Okay, so you use let's say a 2x leverage, 3x leverage, 10x leverage. Okay, so it basically involves making a bet on the future price of the market and kind of boosting it with leverage. Okay, so that's it. So this is where most times crypto traders fall under here, because this is the sweetest part of trading crypto. Okay, but then we also have it in stocks. Okay, yeah. So this, you usually find this with a platform like capital.com. Okay, so that's the platform I recommend for this type of trading. So now we also have options. Yes, options involve trading contracts that have expiry. I've explained option trading a lot of times in this channel. You can go over and look at our previous videos on that. We have a lot of option trading videos. Okay, very important. Hints on how to trade options and what they're all about. But just know that there are contracts, whether to call or put the market, because that's what we call it, call or put the market, buy or sell. But it has expired. Unlike these guys, you basically write here whenever your terms with the platform has expired. But here you have an expiry. Okay, so like I said, you can go and look up our options videos for more lessons. So depending on the country, again, depending on the country, the lot of option trading platform will have derive. And then those of you in the US, to trade stock options, I think Robinhood, yes, is the perfect for that platform for that. I don't have a link for that. Okay, but you can check out Robinhood if you're in the United States. Okay, so now I've given you all the various ways to trade, but I'll recommend you actually be here. Okay, because that's where I am. Okay, so this is pretty much straightforward. You find the broker, which I'll refer you to. The link is going to be down below. Exness is the broker I use for trading stocks. Okay, so now you find Exness, and then you use MetaTrader. Okay, you trade them via MetaTrader. Very, very important, and then you're good to go. So that's it. Like I said, I'm going to show you guys where I am. Okay, so that you could take a leaf from my book, like they say. So the next step after determining how you want to trade, let's say you want to trade stocks and you want to do it via CFD. Now let's go over to the next step. Now, what you must know in trading. Okay, now I'm going to introduce you to what I call the 3 pillars of trading. You guys, please take note of how I'm taking you step by step on the things, on the way you should go with this. Trust me, I'm not going to say I've seen but at least I've seen quite enough to be able to draw this roadmap for you. Trust me, if you follow things like this, it's going to be way much easier for you. Okay, so now I call this the 3 pillars of trading. Now this involves the major things you need to know to be a successful trader. I'm going to add that word successful there. Okay, so now the very first thing is your risks and money management. You have to learn how to manage risks and money in the market. You have to, is number one. I've arranged this thing in their order. Anything you see here, if one is in number one, it means it's supposed to be. If this one is in number two, it's supposed to be there. So that's how everything in this video is going to be. The very first one is risk and management, and then your psychology, which is the second one. I don't know how else to explain that one, but it's pretty much in the name. It involves you being disciplined as a trader. Okay, let me give you a scenario. If things are going very, very bad for you. Okay, let's say you're trading and your account is let's say minus 5% or minus 10%. What do you do? Should you start increasing your position sizing, or should you stick to your trading plan? Believe me, situations like this are going to come, and it's only how well you are grounded on this guy that's going to make you come out from that tight situation even better. Okay, so it's not something I have like all the definition to, but I've given you a best idea. It involves your mental capacity as a trader. Okay, you have to train yourself in that aspect. Okay, Now the third one is strategy. This is where your whole price action indicator, blah blah blah, your MACD, whatever strategy you are using at all, which is what we're going to go over to the next one. Now the problem is that people take this strategy part and put it first, okay, because you have been seeing a lot of videos on YouTube where people are making $100 in 1 minute, making 100% of their account in 1 week. Guys, this is how it should be. If you do it any other way than this, I'm pretty sure you're going to have problems. Okay, this is how it should be in their order of relevance, in their scale of importance. Risks and money management first, psychology second, strategy third. I didn't make the rules, it's that way. Okay. Sorry. So let's go over to the next. So now after you figured out the things you should know, okay, now you start learning about, depending on the training or who is training you, you start grounding your risk management. So how I do it is that I first ground my students on risks and money management, and when in the training too, I'll ground them on the trading psychology. But this happens mainly in the mentorship, because I mentor them. I give lifetime mentorship in my training. More about my training is going to be on our training page. The link is going to be down in the description below, so you can check out our training. If this roadmap makes sense to you and you want to join us, fine and good. If you don't want, you can actually get a good tutor. There are a lot of good tutors out there, but make sure you get the good one who's actually going to teach you using this roadmap. Okay, that's what is most important. Now after that, also in the training, okay, in the course, I teach them the strategy. I ground them on various strategies, whether they want to become fundamental traders or technical analysis traders or sentimental traders or price action or indicator based, whatever. Okay, so that way they actually choose what works for them, whatever strategy works for them, and then double down on that. Okay, because what works for everyone, one person won't work for everyone. Okay, we all vary based on our personalities, and these personalities also affect the way we trade, which is why your trading should be unique. Trust me guys, you guys are going to discover these things when you go down this journey of becoming a trader. Trust me, it's not as juicy and rosy as a lot of people paint it to be. Okay, there are a lot of things. It has a system, and you must follow that system if you want to be successful. Okay, so that's pretty much it for that. The 3 things you should know to become a trader. Now, how do you want to trade? That's the next one. Now, this involves the way you want to analyze the market. Okay, now we're going to the strategy proper. Okay, now which strategy do you want to be using in analyzing the market? Now we have 3 main types of analysis. We have the technical analysis, okay, which this is where I am. Okay, so this is where you find whether your price action or your let me put it in there, your price action or your indicator based. So whether you want to be a price action or indicator based trader, this is where it involves looking at your charts, using your charts, trying to figure out patterns in the chart, whether using price action like I said or whatever at all. It just simply involves you using your chart to analyze the market. That's what price action is all about. Okay, so the second is fundamentals. Okay, so fundamental basically means traders who trade based off news and events. Okay, so let's say if Russia is waging war on Ukraine, and you know that it's going to have a negative impact on Russian stocks, you can start selling Russian stocks. Okay, if you think okay, a significant event is going to happen. Okay, let's say Elon Musk buying Twitter, for example, which is what we are currently having now. He actually bought 100% of Twitter as of today, recording this video. So obviously a lot of people are going to see that as a positive news for Twitter stocks. So a lot of people are going to be buying Twitter stocks. That's basically you trading off based off the news. Okay, now a lot of traders have a lot of strategies, guys. A lot of traders have a lot of strategies, and I'm not going to say anybody's strategy is better than this. I'm a price action trader, okay, but one of my mentors is actually an indicator based trader, and he's a very successful trader. Okay, so like I said, our personalities in trading trading is so unique. Okay, it's so unique that you can actually say okay, this is just it, and it applies to everybody. Okay, so we're all trying. Even this roadmap I'm giving you, a lot of people are going to disagree with it, but I'm giving you this based on experience, how I think it should be done. Okay, but when it comes to strategy proper, which is why I think strategy is not even I think, okay, it should be here. Okay, way and the third guy, Okay, it should be here. Okay, so when it comes to strategy, there is no 100% strategy. Okay, a lot of people have different strategies. A lot, like I've seen strategies like and I have to be honest with you, some of them don't even make sense, but at least it's someone's strategy, and according to them, it's working for them. And I don't doubt them because, like I said, even my own mentor was kind of an indicator, trader. I tried it, it didn't work for me, but guess where I found myself? Price action technical analysis, and it was working for me. Okay, so that's it. A lot of traders are fundamentals. I've met a friend; he only trades based off news. When something is happening in the market, or when there's an event on the forex calendar, because a forex trader is more of a forex trader, he trades currencies. When there's an event, a major event on the forex calendar, or even in news and all that, he just trades based off that, and he's making his money. Okay, now the third one is the sentimental trader. Sentimental trader, as the name implies, involves traders who trade off the market sentiment. Are more people buying and lesser people selling? They buy. If more people are selling, they sell, and that's their strategy. It might it might be simple and straightforward, but that's pretty much someone's strategy. Okay, so this majorly involves you. This sentimental analysis majorly involves you using tools. Okay, the lot of tools. The IG client index is one I use very well in forex. I recommend forex traders to check out something like the in crypto. I think the fear in the crypto fear and greed index. Okay, it lets you know when people are pretty much bullish and bearish in crypto, that kind of a thing. So it's someone's strategy, guys. It's someone's strategy. So that's it. So that way you basically figure out where you want to be. I'm here. I'm a price action technical analysis trader. Okay, so this is where I am, and if you want to join me, you're very much welcome to join us. So let's go over to the next one. Now, what type of trader do you want to be? Okay, now, do you want to be a scalp trader? Now, this is going to pretty much depend on the type of person you are and your goals. Okay, now I'm going to explain these 4 types of traders. Okay, so you understand where fall. I've explained them in this video. Okay, but I'm going to do that again in this channel. Rather, I've explained it in I think I've explained it in previous videos in the past, but I'm going to do that again. Okay, so now scalp traders are traders who are basically in the market for small price movements. Okay, then they basically just in trades for literally minutes. Okay, so like the name implies, they're just scalping for little pips and then they're gone. Okay, so that means that they'll be using more of the minutes time frames. Okay, whether 1 minute, 5 minutes, or whatever. Okay, so now what it means is that this type of trader is fully active in the market, because scalping is not something you put and then you go to the supermarket to grab your groceries or something like that. No, it doesn't work like that. You're definitely going to fail woefully. So it means you being your screen almost all the day, looking at your screen, trying to catch those little price movements. So if you're the kind of person that is not committed to stay in front of their screen for hours trading, then this type of trading is not for you. You see where the personality type comes into play. If you're someone that is working a regular job, a 9-to-5 job, and just want to use trading to supplement your income or something like that, this type of trading is not for you. This is for people who are actually involved, who want to be invested and active in the business. Okay, so that's it. They're basically there in and out. Now the day traders, they come after the scalpers. Okay, is obviously is almost the same thing as scalping, but they are more of on the longer time than the scalpers. Okay, so day traders, the name implies, they open positions and they also close it that same day. So let's say they open positions in the morning. Okay, sometime in the afternoon or in the evening, that same day they should close it. That means they're mainly using the hourly time frames for the analysis. Okay, this also involves someone that is actively in the business. Okay, someone who wants to be invested. Okay, who has time to be looking at their charts all day. Okay, because someone want to listen still monitor to find those price movements that are still going to click within that day. But at least it gives you a little space than the scalpers are looking at, imagine they're looking at their screens like almost every 30 minutes. Okay, so if you're not someone that has that discipline or that kind of time, you can't be that scalper. So at least day trading gives you a little bit of opportunity, since you're opening your trade, let's say, and also closing it within that same day. 24 hours is enough. You can get some time to maybe go to the groceries and go to the supermarket and grab groceries, or maybe go out for a haircut or go out for a walk or something like that. Okay, but at least it still involves you being active. Now swing trading, which this is where I fall under. Okay, so this kind of gives it, so you see what's going on here. This is more of a decreasing, okay, an increasing order of time frame. Okay, so you have these guys in the market minutes, you have these guys using the hourly. The swing traders will use the daily time frame, okay, because we practically hold positions for longer time frame than these other guys. Okay, so someone like me, I hold positions for, let's say, days and weeks, even weeks. Okay, so that means, as the name implies, I'm trading swing, I trade waves. Okay, so that helps me hold positions for a much longer time than these guys. Okay, so I'm using the daily time frame, and this gives me flexibility because someone like me, I spend only somewhere around 1 to just 2 hours or 3 hours, just 1 to 2 hours trading for a whole day. So that's pretty much my business for the whole day. If it's actually times I'm trading, okay, if it's when I'm trading all the markets, max 3 hours. But if it's when I'm trading stocks, 30 minutes to 1 hour, and I'm done with trading for that day. So that's the beauty of this strategy, because I have a lot of things to do. I know that I'm too busy to be a scalper or a day trader. So that's why I figured out that this is where I want to be. Okay, so that's it. So that position trader are the big boys in the game. You rarely see them. Okay, you very rarely see them. This is more of an institutional traders. Okay, this is where the big banks occur, because these guys, the whole position is, it might surprise you that there are a lot of trades that are active from the day you were born and they're still open till now. Yes, there are a lot of trades like that. So you can see a position trader is someone that actually trades position. They just want to see where market is going to be going for the long term, and they just hold that position. Okay, so that means they are going to be holding positions for way long. Okay, so that's basically it. These are most definitely those that have the money to maintain these positions, and also have the patience, the discipline to hold them. Okay, so with what I just explained now, you should know where you fall under even without me saying it for you. Okay, so that's it for that. So now after that, after figuring this, now we're in the ending stage. Now you might you at this stage you must have figured out what you're doing. You now have your roadmap, and now your tutor has started teaching you about risk management, grounding you on psychology. If you're my student, I'll mentor you, give you mentorship on how to maintain a strong trading psychology. And then the course will also teach you strategies, you should all those kind of things, technical analysis, fundamental, sentimental, how to be whatever type of trader you want to be, scalp, day, swing, position. Now after that, you now know what you should learn in trading. Now you only have one job. Guys. But if you mess it up here, guys, everything leading up to this point is going to be waste of time. Now you only have one job, and that job is to practice and master on demo until you see consistent results, profitable results for at least 3 months. Okay, so you keep practicing, you keep mastering all those strategies, all those discipline, all those risks and money, you keep doing that until the day you actually start seeing consistent profits. At least if by 3 to 6 months you have seen yourself making consistent profit, let's say no matter how small. Okay, let's say first month you are making, let's say, 3% profit for the month, the next month 5, 6, 10, and this continues, you're actually seeing yourself on a positive gradient. That's when you know that what you're doing in trading is actually working for you, and it's now time for you to start going to the next stage, which is to go live. Okay, so when you're ready, you find funds and you start trading live, and that's pretty much your trading journey. Guys, this is how it should be, and believe me, if you follow this journey, it's going to be way much easier for you. So make sure to make no mistake about this. Okay, so that's it for this video. This video is probably getting longer than it should, so I'm pretty sure you learned a lot in this video. A beginner, you want to start learning trading today, or you have actually been in the journey, okay, but you figured out, oh, I didn't start this thing where I should start it. Okay, this video, I know it's been a lot of value to you, so make sure to help this get to a lot more other people, because a lot of people are asking me this, and I believe it's also like that all over the internet. Okay, so make sure to give this video a like. The like is a vote icon on YouTube. It actually helps video go viral, so that this video can get to other people who actually need it. And also make sure to smash the subscribe button, so you get in touch with our videos, and enable the notification bell so you get alerted whenever I drop awesome content like this. Okay guys, okay, another thing I want to say is, if you don't want to learn how to trade, okay, it's not much to learn how to trade, but I'm going to present you with your options anyways. what another thing you need to do, you might want to do, let me put it that way, is to buy signals. It's not the best advice. Okay, I strongly recommend you learn how to trade yourself, but everybody might not have the time and discipline to do that. So I might actually advise you to buy signals. But here on our channel, we don't actually outright sell our signals. We only offer them to our premium members, on our on our patrons, our premium patrons. Okay, so if you're a premium patron, okay, for $30 per month, you're going to get our daily trading signals, among other benefits like NFT buy and sell calls, crypto buy and sell calls, and all that. So if that is what interests you, make sure to do that. All the links I've mentioned in this video are going to be down in the description below. So that's it for this video, guys. I'm going to see you in the next one. Stay safe and peace.